Hello, all. Welcome to Manifestos Clubhouse with me, Paripatri. And today I'm going to share all the details about how I get it all done. I got so many questions about Pari. How do you manage your social media, be with your kids, manage your business, run the nonprofit? And I am going to share all my I guess tricks and tips and whatever I use in my life, and I also want to learn from you. So stay tuned, we're going to have lots and lots of fun today. Okay, hey Saima, good morning. Good morning to Malaysia. Saima is from Malaysia, amazing, amazing mom. And today we are going to talk to all the moms, to all the ambitious professionals who are moms, who are managing your career, who are managing your business. Maybe you have your own business you want to start, and you're wondering, how can I manage it all? So I'm talking to all your ambitious spiritual women, coaches, teachers, leaders, aspiring leaders out there who are perfectionists and who really want to get it done, and really pushing yourself into various different directions to make it happen. So I'm talking to all of you guys, and if you're watching me live, make sure you put your comments. Let me know where you're watching me from. If you're watching it after the live, just chat along as if you're watching me live. Okay. So let's get started, guys. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to discuss today. And let me start broadcasting it on my channel as well. Okay, here you go. Okay, so let's talk about what are the challenges right now. What are the challenges that even for me, I used to face as a professional. I used to remember whenever there is a deadline, things just seemed it would start from slow and slow and slow, and I would be like in the middle as the deadline, because I wouldn't know where to start, where to begin, and I would try reading everything, try researching, and then the as the deadline starts approaching, fear starts to get into yourself, because you need to deliver, you need to perform, and you are nowhere near the target, nowhere near your delivery, nowhere your deadline. So that's when the whole overwhelm anxiety starts to kick in. And that's when we we need to start managing our own emotions in order to get things done, get a plan, things done. So we're going to talk whether that's in your corporate life or in your everyday life. You know what, I'm going to take out my glasses here. I was just writing some stuff, and then I just walked into this live from there. But before I start this live, I want to ask you guys, I didn't do the live last week. I hope you guys, what is happening with you? What is happening? How are you guys doing? How was your week? Was it how many targets have you achieved for yourself, and what is your goal for this week? So just put that in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I would love to see what is happening for you. What are your big challenges? What are your big goals? What are your big goals? Saima says time is a big challenge. Mom time to all to kids and chores. Oh my goodness. I totally can feel you, Saima, on that, because I have two toddlers, 5 and almost 4, almost 6 and almost 4 kids, and I totally understand the time challenge, on how we feel like we are split between being a mom or doing what needs to be done. So I totally understand that. And anybody who's watching me live right now, go ahead and put your comments about what is happening in your life. What are the big challenges? What are the big goals that you have, and what are the struggles that you are facing at this time? This today's topic is all about me sharing. I'm going to share with you my, I guess, routine, my everyday rituals that I do, and how I keep up with my goals, how I keep up pushing and split my time between being a mom or being a wife, being a daughter, being a entrepreneur, being teaching meditation, fulfilling my purpose, all of that stuff. How do I fulfill, do that? So also my Conscious Creators Bootcamp, which is an amazing program, has already begun. But if you want to get in right now, you still have a chance. There are still three live classes that are going to happen, but you can get the recordings of the previous classes. So if you're still interested, and if you think, gosh, you missed the deadline, then we are opening the gates, so you can still come in. You can still join me for the next three classes. Because we are now moving this Conscious Creators Bootcamp to just an yearly session, an annual session with a ton loads of more resources, more stuff. So if you don't want to wait until then and you want to get started, want to get a kickstart on your manifesting, then I would like to invite you to join me on that boot camp. And here is the link. I'm going to put it here so that you can just go ahead and check it out and join me for the Sunday event, for the Sunday class. We're going to talk all about intuition in that. So join me on that. So having said that, okay. So getting things done, getting all things done. One of the things really it used to really overwhelm me was as soon as I get up, as soon as I started my business, previously when I was a professional, yes, I had goals, I had the crunch of time, but yet I had the mindset of having a weekend off. When the Friday comes in, okay, you can at least take your mind off from your work, and be with your family. And although sometimes it used to feel a little difficult because you have weekend work, you have deadlines that to cater with, it still would feel difficult. But at least there is a leeway, because that's something that you have a choice. You can say, hey, you know what, I need to do this, I need to do this, and you can get out of that. But as an entrepreneur, as a mom, you have no way to take time off. That's a full-time job, 24-hour job. How do you get um, to take time off? How do you get to take me time in that specific job? So that's what we're going to discuss today, which is a pretty intense topic, and there's a lot of mindset involved in this, and that's why I call this as mindset training. More than the tools, more than the, of course we'll discuss some tools, we'll discuss a lot of mindset training here. And let's see. Okay, all right. So if you are putting comments on my personal page, okay, I'm not going to see them here. So you may have to hop onto my business page or on YouTube to put your comments so that I can see it and I can reply to any questions that you may be asking at this point. Okay. So I want to put it out there. So if you're watching me on my profile, I will not be able to see your questions. Okay. So hop onto my YouTube channel so I can see you and we can have an interactive session. And today I have here a candle right now here. You can see burning a candle. Today I invited some Metatron energies to raise my frequencies while I'm talking to you. And I'm also holding I brought out my septarian crystal. This is, you can see it's a heart shaped crystal. This is my favorite crystal while I'm actually doing group public speeches, like working with groups. When I work with groups, I love to hold this crystal because, again, the shape has its own frequency, and the crystal itself is great when you're working with big groups. So if you're somebody who have to do, you are a teacher or you're a coach and you work with big groups, then this is an amazing stone to have. It really holds a space for you to connect with your heart, to be authentic and grounded. So I really, really love this crystal for the big roots. So today somehow I found it and I took it out and I just wanted to show you guys. And also, if I get, let's say I have 10, if I get 50 viewers at the same time, I am going to give this special roll on my blend, my custom blend away. Okay, this is, you can see this, get shit done. This is my custom roll on essential oils, and I infuse it with pyramid energy and hands on healing work, uh, to make this custom blend to get things done, to get it going. This is a roll on that you just, you know, and it has, by the way, it has a tiger's eye. You can see the tiger's eye ball here, roller ball, here. So it is infused with crystal energy too. It's really, really amazing. I really love this. So whenever I'm like, oh, you know what, I have ton loads of stuff to do. I don't know how I'm going to start, and this is something that I use to just give me a kickstart, give me, you know, something to go with. So what I do is I just put it up on. I just apply this on my pulse points. So I would just apply here, here on my pulse points, behind my ears, like this. And you can even apply on your neck or maybe on your temples. And you can see, oh my goodness, I have some special, I made this specially a custom blend of essential, pure, 100% pure essential oils and crystals, pyramid energy, intention, you know, everything is infused in this specific roll on. And these are just the tools that I use to get going. But okay, let's talk about the mindset piece of it. Okay, let's get started on that. One of the big things, before, you know, if you have a list of 10 things, 10 things to do, and maybe you're struggling to keep up with that list every day, and that stresses you out because you need to keep up with that. um, and uh, and at the end of the day you get to your bed and you look at your list and you hardly probably even achieve the first two, you haven't even got to your third, and that makes you feel like, you know, you're not up to the mark, you're not enough, you need, whether it's you need more help or you need to push yourself, you're, you know, you start getting into overwhelm, into stress, into anxiety about tomorrow. Now you have today's to-do list that have been carried on to tomorrow, and that makes you feel even worse, maybe because you haven't spent enough time with your loved ones. And that makes you think about where you are in your life, why are you struggling, think about all the circumstances going back and back and back. So it can really take us into a spiral, downward spiral, when we start thinking, when this happens every single day. If this is something that you're experiencing every single day, you're literally going downward spiral. Things are, it's not going to get better if things haven't changed for you. And the stress that you're experiencing will only get worse. It will not get better. Because we're going to talk about what stress does to us. Stress literally makes us stupid, literally makes us make wrong decisions. It suppresses our immune system, suppresses our endocrine hormonal system, literally. And it only makes things worse for you. So it's important to understand. It's all about perception, it's all about mindset. It's once you know how you can shift yourself into a energizing mode, rather than in a depleting mode, you have the power. You take charge of your day and not let the day run you. So that's the thing, mindset part we are going to discuss. Dipti is here. Hey Dipti, very good morning to you. Dipti is from India, and she is in the boot camp right now, conscious creators boot camp, and we are having a lot of fun. So if you're still interested, because everything that I'm speaking here right now, we go in depth to discuss, in that boot camp. So make sure you join. If you're interested, this resonates with you, join me, ping me, message me, and we'll get you enrolled. So first thing is to understand that the first important step for me in order to achieve my things is, first thing is I write down stuff like what are my goals, what is that I am trying to achieve. And this is my journal, by the way. Oops. So this is my journal. I keep this journal with me every single moment. Like I write everything when I'm with a client, when I'm on call, everything is here. My day calendar is here. This is my day calendar. This is for the next month. So I started writing it down. So I really kind of like planning, and I use a lot of color pens. I love coloring, by the way. So here are all my colors. So I use all the color. I do clouds, and this is something that I used to do since my childhood. I always, even in my notebooks, if somebody out there, if you like coloring, just put a comment here. I would love to connect with you and say hi fi. So I love coloring. I love getting creative, and that really keeps me moving. The first thing is write down the list. Write down, in fact, the list that you would want to start with is write down the to do things, whether that is that you need to make a phone call to somebody that you have never gotten to. Maybe you have to clean your closet, maybe you have to clean your garage, maybe you have to do your tax papers. Whatever that is, the highest resistance that gives you, whatever the highest resistance that is giving you, write that down. Okay, write that down, and make a list, at least 10 of your list. Okay, whatever that is. Maybe you haven't gotten time for your self-care, maybe you did not finish an email, maybe you did not you have to cook for your next day. Whatever that is, please write that down and pick the top three of that list. Top three things that gives you the highest resistance. Say you need to call your relative, which you never want to talk to them, but you still have to call. And every time maybe you enter your family gathering or something, they'll be like, oh, you didn't call, oh, you did call. So pick that thing that gives you the highest resistance. Maybe you need to work out, and you push it until the end of the day, and you feel like a loser at the end of the day, and you're not working out, and you feel like, oh gosh, I can never fulfill any of my goals, and you go to bed with that feeling. So pick that the most resistance thing in your life, and what I want you to do is take those top three and finish that off first thing in the morning. Okay, finish that off first thing in the morning. Why? So in order to understand why, first we need to understand our energy. What are energy leaks? What are energy drains? So energy drains are all those emotions, all those, I have to do this. This, my closet is dirty. That thing that you see, that is your energy drain. I have to call. And these are small energy drains that add up in throughout your day, and really are draining your energies. They're taking up all the space in your heart, in your field, in your magnetic energy, and not leaving enough space for the important things that you need to do, so that you feel accomplished, so that you feel that you have more time. Once you finish off all these things from your day in your list, you will suddenly feel, oh my goodness, I have so much space. I have so much space in my life, in my day. I have so much time available. Because what happens is the fear, the anxiety, the frustration that you're holding on to, all of those things takes up a lot of space, lot of energy, lot of time. Because time is just energy. Time is just, and time actually goes, it goes faster when you're at a higher frequency, and it goes slower when you're at a when you're depressed and so forth, when you're in anxiety, when you're like running, chasing things. It just goes faster. So time is just energy. If you remove those draining energies that take up a lot of space, that take up a lot of energy, that take up a lot of time in your life, you free up the space in your heart to give to what really matters to you. So first thing, we need to understand what really matters. What is that really matters? Sometimes we moms get so hung up in cleaning the house, and suddenly like a phase comes in and we need to keep everything spick and span, or suddenly things have to go in certain way, and we get hung up with those things and we feel obsessed. Maybe, OCD, sometimes I do have that I have to have things done in a certain way. At that time we need to remind ourselves, why does this matter? That does really matter? Does that really matter for you? Between getting obsessed about that thing or spending time with your loved one, sometimes you just need to let go, because we all want to be in control of our lives. We all want to be control of our lives. We need to understand what can we be in control of, or and the things that we can be in control, like making other people happy. It's not in our control. If only if somebody chooses to be happy, we can make they will be happy. We cannot make anybody happy, or we cannot make anybody sad. It's a choice. It's a choice within. We have to choose to be happy. We have to choose to be sad. We give that power to somebody else to make us happy or not. So when you say, I will be happy when this happens, or when my husband does that, when my partner does that, then we basically have given our power away to that person, to that thing, and saying, only if, and then we put the conditions, only if this person talks in this way, I will be happy. Only if this person does this, I will be happy. Now imagine you have such conditional happiness, like only if this goes this happens this way, in this tone, these words have been used, then I will be happy. It's really how much, I mean, how can we even control anybody? How can we even control what they would say? Can you even control your husband? Can you even control what your kids do? We can't control that. So if we base our happiness on that part, we will never be happy. That is a route for failure. That's a route for suffering. Happiness is absolutely an inside job, something that we have to choose to be happy. So time is energy. Yes, Saima, time is energy. You have to treat time as energy. Like, where do you want to invest? Where do you don't want to invest? It depends on your emotions. Your emotions are your signals. It can drive you like an indicator in your car. It drives you to the right direction of your calling, of your heart. So, being aware of what you're feeling, what is happening within you. When we start being aware, we get signals, we get indicators. Okay, you know what? This thought is the right way to do. This is what I need to do. And we don't waste, because it's like a bucket you hold and you have holes in it. You may be meditating, you may be doing your positive affirmation, but if you have holes in there, nothing is going to stay. You're never going to feel full. Always going to feel like you're struggling every single day. So the thing that first thing is to identify your energy leaks. I feel like that because sometimes, if I have to finish a project, maybe I'm writing an article, or maybe I'm doing a webinar script or something that I'm working on, and if it takes forever and ever and ever, and I'm like, why is this happening? Why can't I just get it done? And sometimes and then I just stop. I don't work on it. I take a break and think about my energy leaks. What is my energy leak? What is it? May be a closet that is dirty, that is taking up all that energy in the background, because my subconscious mind is always thinking about that whenever I walk by my bedroom closet, I see that, oh gosh, I have to clean this. I have to throw away uh, stuff that is not here. And every time I say that, it's taking up this energy. The energy drain is becoming big and big and big. And I come to work, I sit here on my laptop, and I'm like, I'm just stuck. I can't move ahead. And what happens when I can't move ahead? I'm not progressing. I'm just procrastinating. I'm just sabotaging myself that I can't get anything done. I probably yell at my children, get angry if they come and ask me, like, hey, mom, work, play with me. And I'm like, no, I don't have time. And all this is because I have something in my background that is taking up so much energy that I can't concentrate on the simple stuff. And sometimes this fear also, fear is one of the biggest thing that takes up energy, that maybe we don't know how to do things. Maybe we are like, maybe you have, say for example, you have 20 guests coming into your home for dinner, and you maybe you're trying a new recipe. You have no idea how, it's the first time you're doing it, and for a large number of people, we get into anxiety because we are thinking about, oh my gosh, I have to cook for so many people, I don't know how to cook. Will they like my, I have an immense pressure on to impress them so that they like what I cook. And I think about all these, and then probably bring those characters on how they would react, you know and get into that drama, into that. So basically, the fear of me not being enough, the fear of not making that dinner perfect, takes up so much energy that I'm working on a very, very limited amount of energy to actually make the dinner, to actually make it happen. So this is a simple example, but really it works in every department, whether that's a new project, whether that's you're working on your business, on a new, maybe you don't know the technology and you're working at it. To get out of this stuckness, to get out of this feeling of fear, to get out of this, there's a lot of mindset involved there. And it has to become your second nature. Whatever that I'm teaching you or whatever I'm sharing with you right now, the way we shift our mindset has to be your second nature. And it all starts with first understanding that you are a powerful co creator. You don't need to prove or do anything to be deserving, to be worthy, to be accepted, to be loved. You don't need to be doing anything. First thing is understanding that, really, really feeling it in your heart, not just saying, not just listening, feeling it in your heart. You are enough, you are worthy, you are deserving of everything, of every appreciation, of every acknowledgement. Whether you cook the food perfectly or not, it doesn't matter. Your value is not dependent on that. First thing is to understand that, truly understand that. Once you truly understand that, then you can come out of feeling of not enough, not deserving, not because and that void that you create in your heart space, you, whatever you work at, you're first of all working towards filling that hole. And nothing can fill that hole because it's not from outside, it comes from within. As happiness, it comes from within. The approval has to come from within. Because if you start seeking it outside, nothing will be enough for you. It will never be. How many ever dishes you make, you always want to do more and more and more and more, because whatever appreciation you get, it won't be enough. So first thing is understanding that you are the co-creator. You are enough. You are the powerful co-creator. You are here to experience. You already have what it takes. You already have what it takes to make it happen, to be perfect, to be loved. So now you choose from that space of mind, from that loving space, compassionate space. Now you choose to make it happen. So now you cross the border of being in fear. So you free up so much space, because that takes up a lot of space, room in our hearts. The fear, the guilt, and at the same time, maybe women deal with a lot of guilt issues. Being a woman working and managing kids, if you're not spending enough time with kids, Maybe you're guilty, and if you're at work and that you're not up in your career, and maybe and when you're in career you're really feeling again guilty that you're not with your kids. So there's a constant battle that happens. And guilt is a lower vibration. It does not benefit us. Absolutely no. When you feel guilty, you're actually lowering your vibration. And when you lower your vibration, you are putting yourself into a lot of pressure, stress. And stress actually again makes you numb. It makes you take wrong decisions, disconnects you from your intuition. A lot of series of actions that happen. So understanding what emotion benefits you and what emotion does not benefit you. You as a conscious creator, if you are here to manifest what you desire, improve your performance, improve your efficiency, and make time available for you, the first thing you need to understand is that understand what is draining you and what is energizing you. You need to be aware of that. You need to be aware in order to take the control of your life and not give away power to anybody else. Even if somebody tells you, hey, you know what, Saima is here. Hey, Saima, you're not being with your kids enough. This is, you're teaching meditation a lot. You're not spending time with your kids. You need to know your priorities. You need to sort it out for yourself. Because if you are not convinced, if you have that guilt within you and somebody says that, that becomes a trigger point for you because you have that void within you. So it's not about what other people say, it's about what you think about yourself. So understanding your priorities and not understanding what is energizing you. Whenever you feel guilt, whenever, because there's no right or wrong, there's nothing as right or wrong. Everything you do, there's no perfect recipe for parenting. Whatever works for you and for your child. You need to be in a state of happiness in order for you to facilitate an environment for your child, for your work, for your loved ones, a nurturing environment, a energizing environment. You need to be in that state of being. You can be in a state of lack and give others abundance. That it doesn't work that way. You need to be in a state of abundance to provide that to others. So for me, when I wake up, when I'm actually at work, I completely forget my kids. And it's, I am here, I'm doing this work. So first understanding what my energy leaks are, and I make sure I cross them out and make sure that, okay, I'm going to stop this project. I literally stop what I'm doing and I go finish that, whatever that energy drain that I have, whether maybe it's finishing a movie and it's staying in my head. I have to finish that out. So taking care of your energy leaks and then understanding your priorities, understanding what is important, what matters to you, what really matters to you. Maybe keep a journal, write it down to get more clarity. Clarity is power. Getting clear in your head is very important about your priority, about your what is that you want to achieve, what is that you want to feel, what is that you want to feel. This is a very important question you need to ask yourself, because we keep on chasing the goals, we keep on trying to, I need to accomplish this, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. But really we need to understand what is that I want to feel at the end of whatever that I'm trying to achieve. You need to feel that and start memorizing that feeling, activating that feeling again and again in your hearts, because that's the feeling of abundance, feeling of success. Most of the times we keep chasing goals without even knowing how it feels to be successful. After one goal, another goal, another goal, another goal. So our brains have got so used to just chasing the goals. They got addicted to it. So you never will be happy because you always have something to achieve. So instead, try giving yourself goals that are achievable and maybe push yourself a little bit. And at the end of the day, and see that you have achieved those. A small targets for yourself, because you will start you will start training your subconscious mind to feel abundant. Abundance is a state of mind, abundance of time, abundance of um, love, abundance of anything, whether it's finances, wealth, health. It is a state of mind. So is happiness. If you're not used to even knowing what that success feels like, then what are you chasing at? What is the end? What is the end game? What are you what are you looking towards after achieving? Going back to the list, first understand what are your energy leaks. Write them down on a piece of paper and take the top three resistance, which gives you top three resistance. Make sure you get them off your plate first thing in the morning. Get them off your plate and then start working towards your goals. Understand what is energizing you and what is depleting you. What emotions? And your emotions are your guides. They tell you where you are going. So if you're feeling anything like frustrated, impatience, intolerance, anger, what else? Feeling guilt, regret, all of these emotions drain you. Slowly worrying about past, worrying about future, worrying about your job, worrying about your husband, worrying about your child. Will he pass? Will he get good grades? Will he do this? Will he do that? All of this is just taking your energy away. It is not serving you. It is not benefiting you as a conscious creator. So moving from that state of mind into energizing, maybe just practicing gratitude journal. That's a great practice. Write down three things that you're grateful about. That shifts your minds. That shifts your heart from sympathetic nervous system to parasympathetic nervous system. Calms you down and tells your heart everything is okay. You're living in abundance. Because remember again, you have everything what it takes. You have everything. It's just you are doing what you're doing just to for yourself to explore, to experience. Nothing is done for others. So when we shift so basically shifting from fear of proving something, of achieving something, of understand why you're chasing what you're chasing. Is it for somebody's approval? Or is it for you to experience, for you to manifest, for you to create? Where is that from? What place is that coming from? Is it coming from a place of competition? Is it coming from a place of not enough to prove your worthiness? From which place is it coming from your heart? So if you shift from there into coming from a place of compassion, coming from a place of gratitude, of having everything, of abundance, everything shifts. You will suddenly feel like there's so much space, so much time for everything you want to do. Because now you're living in that different, the frequency of connectedness, the frequency of flow. Things will start flowing into your life effortlessly. You don't need to even actually put any effort. That's how you get things done. Is understanding your priorities, understanding what matters to you, and let going everything that does not serve you. Letting go, having the courage to let go and trust the process, live in the flow, meditate. And all this happens with meditation. Only meditation, only when you start meditating every single day, all this happens. That connectedness, living in the flow, letting go of things that do not serve us, and really focusing. Focus on what you want. Focus on what you want, not on what you do not want. Don't keep saying, oh, I don't want drama, I don't want this, I don't want that. Because even if you say that, you're actually putting energy into that. It doesn't care. Universe doesn't care whether you want it or you don't want it. You're saying it out loud. So focus on what you want. Think about the words. Think about the thoughts that you're putting out. I don't want drama. I don't want these people to come to my house. I don't want to spend time with this person. The more you keep saying, the more you keep repeating that story again and again, you are energizing that more in your life. So the key is to focus on what you want. I want health. I am health. I am health. I'm always surrounded by people who love me. I'm always surrounded by people who love me. I always get what I want. I am a money magnet. I always have enough time to do what I want to do. So try shifting. So that's where affirmations come into play. These are great guidance for your thoughts to go into. So anytime you get a negative thought, I don't want this. I don't know why I'm here. Give yourself a 5 second rule to shift into an affirmation. So give yourself 5 seconds. Okay, it's been 5 seconds. It's okay. Let me just get a thought. What thought can I? Maybe you can put posters in your room so that it gives you pointers to shift your thoughts. Affirmations are great in that way. So affirmation, there's a lot of visualization techniques that you can start implementing in order for you to keep in track. But first thing is, as I mentioned today, this is how I actually, I'm telling you, this is what I do. Every time I feel like I'm struggling in something, like I'm trying to get things done, I'm like, I just stop. Like there's something that is holding me back. There's some energy leak somewhere. Maybe it's my thought. Maybe it's a belief system. Maybe it's actually a thing that I need to get done with, and it's playing in my mind. I take time. I'm like, I'm not working anymore. I'm going to first finish this, because when I come back, I come back more efficient. I come back with more power because I've taken away that power from what I have given to. So this is my great, and of course you can have tools, guys. You can have, again, you know what? This is one of the roller that I use to really get me charged. And again, it has a tiger's eye. You can see that tiger's eye roll on, bringing crystal power into your life, to set your intention, to set a reminder in your life, to really think about what matters to you, what is really matters to you. So that's my story, guys. The way I deal with things, the day is really looking into your leagues, looking into your day, setting priorities for yourself. This is what I'm going to achieve today, and not dwelling in lower frequencies, which come, you can recognize them with your emotions. Always always choose things that excites you, that makes you happy, because that is of higher vibration. And when you are at a higher vibration, you manifest faster. When you are at a higher vibration, you manifest faster. You will be struggling if you're in a lower vibration. So understanding what pushes you up is beneficial for you. It benefits you. So if you have any questions on this, please feel free to comment below even after the live is done, and I would definitely come back to you. If there's anything that you are really struggling with, whether it is time, whether it is circumstances in your life, or whether it is any other thing, connect with me. And also, if you want to work with me personally, one on one, I'm actually taking clients right now. So if you want to work with me one on one, feel free to book a call with me. Send your application. Here is the link. I'm going to put the link below. Okay. Maybe you want to reach your targets and you're getting stuck somewhere. Yeah, and if something is holding you back, you can see your target, you can see your goals, but you're just not able to take the next step. Maybe then I invite you to get on a call with me. What we will do is we'll identify your blocks, clarify your goals, identify what is holding you back, and talk about your success roadmap. What is that? Where do you need to go, and where are you right now, and how do we map that? And that's the biggest piece of the puzzle, is the map to get to your destination, to feeling unstuck, to feeling like you've achieved, with feeling like you made it happen, overcoming your fears and doubts and resistance. So let's talk about that. Get on a call with me. I put this link below. I'm actually taking clients right now. So if this is something that resonates with you and you wanna get some guidance, get some push, get on a call with me. Okay. And Saima has a question here. How about we have certain obligation to visit relatives weekly, and after I come back home, I really feel energy drained, but I can't avoid the weekly visit to their home. Gosh, Saima, I totally resonate with that question because there are a lot of things that you can do. The first thing I would suggest is grounding. Get grounded, because wherever you go, even if you don't like it, you got to be authentic. You got to be authentic. Get grounded. Like, before you get out of your car and visit your relatives, connect to Mother Earth. Just, and you can use black tourmaline to do that. I don't have black tourmaline here, but you can use black tourmaline, hold it in your hands, and just connect to Mother Earth, to the core of the Mother Earth, to the heart of the Mother Earth, and say that you can use an affirmation and say, I'm protected, I am upon Mother Earth, I'm secured and protected upon Mother Earth. And as you say, you connect to Mother Earth, you get grounded. And because wherever you go, you have to be authentic. It doesn't matter whether it's your relatives or not, you have to be grounded and authentic. That's where you stay in your power. And slowly, um, um, you go there, but also understand where you can get the middle ground, how you can be there without losing yourself, without losing your putting on a mask. How can you make it achievable? And there are many other tools that you can do, like a breathing tool. The easiest one I will give away right now is, which I do really if I'm with somebody that I don't, I'm not in the on the same page, and I'm there and I have to be there, like, family obligations or something like that. What I do is, I take a 2 minutes. I don't care. 100 people, every bit, the whole family is watching me. I don't care. I sit there, and whoever that person is that you're not in terms with, what you do is you visualize you are breathing in and out into their heart. Okay, you're breathing through your heart into that person's heart, and you just synchronize that breathing. And as you do that, you are connecting with their magnetic field. You're connecting with their, you're getting in resonance with that person. And this may take time. It may not happen in 1 day or 2 days, but as you keep doing, slowly you will bring that person into your resonance, and things will start shifting for you. So this is a great technique that you can use with people who you do not want to be, people who do not agree with you, people who do not, um, on the same page with you. So you can start creating that environment, because the first thing is, if you are not in coherence, Saima, you have done the course, so you know what coherence is all about. If you are not in coherence, you'll only create more stress in that environment. So in whichever environment you are, make sure you are grounded, you're authentic. You never say what to please others. You stay in your power all the time. You stay in your power. You claim your power and you stay there. That is the biggest win. Once you start doing that, nothing will bother you anymore. You will start learning to conquer your own emotions around that person. You no longer will feel intimidated or overpowered or dominated or controlled. All of these feelings will suddenly go away. You will feel the difference there, and there will be a lot of compassion, overwhelming compassion coming out of you that will help others to raise their frequencies. So the first thing is to be in coherence. You have to take control of your life. You have to be in control, not giving your power away to others, to please others, to be in fear, to do things that are due to obligation. You don't have to do all of that. You can absolutely change that. And these are the couple of tricks that I do: is breathing into the heart, and you can grounding is every time I go into spaces like that, I ground myself. I always make an intention that I am authentic. I am not here to I because that's something that I did for many, many years, putting on mask, putting people pleasing, and I'm done with it. I no longer want to do that anymore. I am here to live my authentic life, to be who I am, to be who I am in coherence, in balance, and grounded. So that's my tip, Saima. Hope that adds value to you, and try it out and let me know next time. And thank you guys. It's been a wonderful time hanging out with you. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to send me a email or anything. And then I'm going to put down here my Telegram channel. So you can actually get connected with me and all my events through the Telegram channel that I have. And I have a group as well. You can join the group that is associated with this channel. So just join it, and all my events, all my lives, all my programs will be posted in there. You can be notified first thing as soon as things get scheduled. So a lot of things are coming up, and again, the boot camp is still happening. If you're interested, get on board, come on live, because I it's a one of it's like we will be talking together. It's a small intimate group setting. We will have tons of time to discuss and get through issues, things, concerns. Thank you guys. I love you, and I'll see you in my next live on Wednesday, same time. Okay, bye bye.